It's a hurling four-man rush.
It's off! Looking for the end zone. 2025, feel my heart become alive. Major League
The best teams standing are here today.
Game winning drive. When I score, I go for two. I don't believe in overtime. Put your hands up in the sky.
Iowa faces one of its oldest rivals in the Indoor Football League tonight at Wells Fargo Arena. The Blizzard and Barnstormers have played some classic games dating back to AF2 days. Iowa will be tasked with slowing down Green Bay's potent offense to get a much-needed home win. Indoor football is next on MC22. It's the Green Bay Blizzard coming in with a record of 4-3, and the Iowa Barnstormers with a mark of 1-5 as they square off at Wells Fargo Arena. Larry Morgan, Jeremy Gloston with you. And Jeremy, still time, even though the Barnstormers are off to a slow start, still plenty of football left, and if you're going to start hoping about the playoffs, got to start soon.
Yeah, and that starts tonight. And so with them, the biggest problem has been the consistency throughout the entirety of the game. They're able to put plays and drives together, but not on a consistent basis. And so once they can start getting that going, that'll help out. And I think, again, the run game going will definitely help out and open up that pass game because they have elite receivers who can get down the field, but they got to be able to get people to start stepping up.
And last week's loss to Tulsa, a prime example of that. Barnstormers staged a big come-from-behind effort and lost 62-59, but there was just a 5-minute stretch that really turned that game around.
Yeah, and it only takes an instant. And so in that instant, on 3rd and long, they got a touchdown, which started putting them up, throwing an interception as well. And then within that time frame of 5 minutes, they went up 25 points. And that's a hard thing to come back from in any league.
And then the Barnstormers got down by 21 and nearly came back. Let's take a look at our spotlight players. The Blizzard have one of the league's veteran and better quarterbacks in Max Mylor.
Hey, and Max Mylor, he's an absolute phenomenal player. The big thing about him, he's the number one in total offense this year so far. And when he's on, and that helps the team get going. But when he's off, the team starts to struggle, and so they're definitely going to be relying on him tonight to get it going for him.
Well, as an old DB, you can certainly talk knowledgeably about Caleb Street, who leads the Barnstormers with 3 interceptions.
Hey, in any league, it's hard to get interception, and so that means that he's studying the game. He's been in his film and watching over and over again to know what these quarterbacks are doing, and he takes those opportunities and he maximizes on them. And so it's going to be a big battle between him and Max tonight to see who's going to come out on top.
And of course, Mylor has a pretty good ability to pass and run combo. What does that make a defensive back have to think about?
That makes a whole lot, because when you're in that zone defense, your eyes can't be on the quarterback, but now you got to worry about him running and that threat. And with that happening, if you step up, he might throw it over your head. If you don't step up, he could take off. And so you got to be able to pick and choose. And if you're going to act, you got to act quick.
Second meeting of the year, but
Get ready. MediaCom is now
mobile?
Well, not just mobile, but a 5G mobile network with reliability you can count on.
Really?
Just check out this map. Coast-to-coast coverage, plus hundreds of free extreme hotspots. It's an unbeatable network, and we've got some unbeatable prices, too.
But I love this phone.
Easy. Keep your phone when you switch. And guess what? You'll love it even more. MediaCom Mobile. Learn more today.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena. The Blizzard and the Barnstormers get ready to meet for the 27th time in what has been a close rivalry until recent years. But as you see, the Blizzard have won the last 7 times since these two teams last played with an Iowa victory back in 2022. The opposing coaches certainly know each other very well. Corey Roberson, in his 6th year with the Green Bay Blizzard, the Iowa coach Dave Mogeson was his offensive coordinator for a couple of years before Roberson took over as head coach when Roberson was the defensive coordinator. But he's done an outstanding job at Green Bay. Last year, led them to the playoffs for the first time in a decade. And for the Barnstormers, Dave Mogeson, who, as we mentioned, had been on the Green Bay staff as offensive coordinator at 2018 and 2019. Then he went to Albany for a year as an assistant general manager before becoming the head coach of the Barnstormers 4 years ago. We are underway. Iowa won the toss, deferred into the second half. And here's the return by Andre Williams. He brings it up to the 10-yard line, gets it out to the 15-yard line, and he is tackled there. Brought down from behind by Isaac Duffy, and so that's where the Blizzard will get things started at the 15-yard line as we begin play with Green Bay at 4-3 and Iowa at 1-5. And again, as we mentioned, a very crucial game for Iowa as they hope to start building their season to get back into the playoffs. Max Mylor has some outstanding numbers, as you see there. He's number 5 in the league in both passing and rushing, but overall number 1 in total offense produced per ball game. Mylor is a veteran. He's in his 3rd year with Green Bay. His running back is Jalen Cagle. They've used a couple of different players at running back. He's back to throw on first down, fires up the middle to a wide open receiver. It is caught and racing to the end zone, a dangerous receiver in Lowell Patron. And that time he caught the ball in the middle of the field, Jeremy, and there was nobody there to defend it.
Yeah, and the defensive backs on the back end, they were in the zone defense and got caught up with one of the crosses going back, and that left him wide open to run in there for 6.
So it takes less than a minute for Green Bay to get on the board.
Number 78 eligible, 78 eligible.
And James Turner, a rookie from the University of Michigan, where he played on the 2024 National Championship team, on to attempt the point after Max Mylor, the holder. A quick 6-0 lead for Green Bay before people can settle back in their seats. Turner just signed a couple of weeks ago. This is his 2nd game. And he misses wide left, and so 6-0 will be the start of the ball game on the long touchdown run and pass by Mylor as he's able to connect with Patron for a 35-yard grab. Let's get another look at it.
And then if you see there, they hit him with the fake to get the defense to step up. And once they did that, the crossers on the back end had the defensive backs confused, and Powell was able to run in there for a touchdown. Sorry, Patron.
And for Patron, who has been a dangerous receiver, he's a deep threat, and they will often go to him just throwing it deep. That is his 6th touchdown catch of the season. And for Mylor, that is his 6th, make it his 7th touchdown throw of the season. So the Barnstormers quickly will get the ball back, having given up a touchdown on the opening play to Green Bay.
Yeah, you can definitely see why they're number 1 in total offense. They came out quick. So the Barnstormers need to make sure that they don't try and do too much on the very first play to try to come back. They can take their time, build a drive, and start to build up that confidence.
It is just 1 score, and that's something the Barnstormers to keep in mind, though a shocking beginning. Keon Williams, the special teams player of the week in the IFL a week ago. He had a 57-yard touchdown return against Tulsa in that game. And that, by the way, is 2nd return of the season. He will take this one out of the end zone and run straight up the middle and then veer left, gets to the 20-yard line, gets across the 20 to about the 22-yard line where he's upended by Andre White. And that's where the Barnstormers will begin with their new quarterback, relatively new quarterback, his 4th start of the year, James Cahoon, a 6'4", 220-pound rookie from Bridgewater State.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see him come out and start to own this offense and get them on the right path.
He's got a strong arm. Last week against Tulsa, threw for 160 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season, 12 touchdown passes, but as you see, 7 interceptions, all that in a 3-game stretch after coming into the campaign at about the midway point of the season thus far. Cahoon on the opening play with an empty backfield. Steps out of the pocket, fires to the left flat, and he completes it to Williams. Williams to inside the 10-yard line, and he goes down in the red zone at the 7, and the Barnstormers have a first and goal on a strike from Cahoon to Williams.
Man, and what a Houdini act on that play there.
Let's take a look at the Barnstormers offense. New running back Alfonso Graham takes the place of the injured Hunter Clausen. And as we mentioned, the receiving core, Williams, you saw, Bracey, the other one up front. It's Williams, Castaneda, and Fay the center. Barnstormers first and goal at the 7-yard line. So a lot of action here in the first 3 minutes of play. Williams goes in motion. Again, the running back, Alfonso Graham. High snap from center. Cahoon pulls it down, throws to the left corner of the end zone. And that time the intended receiver was Keyshawn Taylor. He just slipped.
Oh, that's it. That definitely looked like he pulled him down. But
let's take a look at the Green Bay defense. Lofton up front along with Mustin and Henry. White, a very good linebacker. And it's a veteran defensive backfield in Ransom, Hall, Mbai, and Canada. Barnstormers second and goal at the 7-yard line. Paul Fay, 6'3", 330 pounds, the center for Iowa. Castaneda to his right. Williams to his left. The handoff goes to Alfonso Graham, the new running back, and he cuts it down to the 4-yard line. Graham, 5'9", 195 pounds, played his college football at Morgan State University, and in his senior year rushed for over 1,100 yards. So the Barnstormers' new running back this week, and he's a kind of a scat back.
yeah, and they kind of compared him to the last running back they had, but they said with him, he brings a lot more power when he runs through, and so you saw it right there on that last play.
And so here comes the third and goal call at the 4. Again, a little bit of a high snap. The pass is into the end zone, into the hands of Keon Williams for a Barnstormer touchdown to tie the game at 6. Keon Williams catches his 9th touchdown pass of the season, and the Barnstormers score on their first offensive possession.
Yep, and a little bit of play action, and man, that was one fine ball there that he threw right in front of the DB's hands. He only giving his receiver an opportunity to catch it. Great job by Williams being able to concentrate and bring it in.
Gabe Rui, 19 of 20 in the point after department. Kicks this one up and through, and with that PAT, the Barnstormers take a 7-6 lead. So it's Green Bay scoring on its first play and Iowa scoring on their first possession. It makes it a 7-6 ball game with 10-10 left to play in the quarter.
"2025 marks the 3rd year of the IFL's community-driven initiative with our partners at Build Your Base. It's called Game Time. Our mission is to empower our youth with essential nutritional knowledge. In 2024, our Game Time events engaged over 2,200 elementary-age children throughout our communities, sparking interest and understanding that feeling strong, feeling smart, and feeling good all start with good food. Learn more at buildyourbase.org.
When Omega Garage Doors first started out, our mission was to create lasting relationships with our customers through trust. It's a trust built through honesty. It's our service technicians fixing what's wrong instead of selling you on something you don't need. It's our guarantee that you won't be oversold. Trust isn't just a word for Omega Garage Doors, it's the only way to do business. So if you're having problems with your garage door or opener, give us a call. We're eager to earn your trust.
Are you stopping it? Can you finish? Maybe, did they allow that? How close are you to having the hook stuff? Well, basically. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could probably print them, but I don't know officially. I mean, yes, I would say yes. But I don't know what your teacher will say. I mean, use your judgment. I'd say if you think so, then yes. So I dropped your medicine there.
Oh, what? That hurt? Yes. I felt like you could see the sun. You could see it there from now. No, yeah. This can't be all in one night. Did you never do your homework? Wow. What? I'm gonna take this because I got it repeated. Was it good? Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put it on his face. What? In a minute. Yeah, yeah, she like she's like college play like an hour video game. What you do your homework? And his mom bought her and photo. He was the best. That looks little. Pocket or cut it so it's not long. Thank you. Good. Yeah. I've been doing homework all day. I don't have that much homework.
Are you sure? I've been doing homework all day. Since 3:15. Something like 9 a.m.
Let's take a pause. You probably got a good 30 minutes. So take a 10-minute break. Go to my screen for closing out that. And then from 9 to 9:30, finish up what you can. And then show it tomorrow. Be right. That's all you can do. Are you okay with filming the show? The other thing is, you have a photo. I mean, I feel like take the notes you have, take a 10-minute break, and then come back and read your own thing. Thanks so much. Taking care of your skin is like brushing your teeth and like deodorant, okay? So like, I feel like it's part of hygiene. So it's kind of like you were like, I'm like, brush your teeth, and you're like, don't do it. It's kind of like taking care of your skin and your teeth, deodorant, and your cologne, washing your bottom, like it's all part of like being a human.
Saying that now would be fun. I can imagine it in my head. Sean, that's cool. Who are you? The name's Sadie. The name's Sadie, yeah.
Yeah.
Stink race and rocky body. I feel like hard. Stinky ugly.
Kira, can I bring your sodas in? Okay, I'm just gonna throw them out. You don't cook it, do you? Really not. That doesn't mean stay on your device for another hour, though, right?
I'm going faster now. But I'll probably do it half the time, but still, it's gonna be like 5 hours.
I don't understand how you miss one day of school.
What?
I don't understand how you missed one day of school and you're that far behind. Oh.
And everyone did this before. It's just they failed the test on it. Because they didn't get happy notes, so I'm getting good notes. Yeah, I already did. Yes, that's pretty good.